Okay, now it's time to put that onto that. Ready, set, go. Brackets. Okay, now whenever you decide which way you want these, if you want them low or high, you pop your mounting brackets here and here. Make sure they're nice and tight. And then 2 little adjustment screws on each one of these. This one actually came with 3. I didn't need the 3rd, so I slid over there so I could use it for a mounting bracket, maybe for a GoPro or something. So anyway, I only needed the 2. Adjust those to the distance that I need from there to there. Now pop that on there and tighten it down. Okay, got those on there, and I just kind of lightly tightened it, and so that way I can do some final adjustments and then tighten everything as soon as I am ready. One thing I may do is these brackets are pretty shiny, so I may actually spray paint those, pull this back off, and then paint those black, just so it kind of blends in a little bit better, because they are kind of bold and stands out. But the light bar itself is awesome. Fits perfectly just to the inside of this cage on this razor. Okay, so now I got my string strung through there in the tubing, so I can actually just attach the other end to that, and I'll be able to pull my wiring harness right through that tubing all the way up here, and I'll connect my light bar and feed that through so that everything's protected right inside the light bar and nice and clean. Okay, now since I've got a full skid plate underneath, I need to fish the wires through in between the skid plate and the bottom. So I just took a regular metal wire hanger and ran it straight through underneath, and pulled my seat out, and you can see it in there, but I was able to push it through. I'll attach the end of the wire to my wiring harness and then pull that through very carefully, not to do any damage. And then once it's out, I'll feed it on up through here, back in through the firing wall there, and then up to my switch and up to my light bar. Alright, now I got my wires fed through, and I'm going to run this through the tubing, just like so. But these together won't fit through the hole that I have drilled there, so I have to offset them just ever so slightly, so that way it's a smaller hole. I'll attach a string to the end here, and then I will pull that ever so gently on up, and then out here plug in my light bar, make sure everything works, and that's it. Okay, all done running this through here, through the hole. Looks all nice and clean up there, and this is what it looks like coming out here. Now when I push these back through here, I taped the ends where they connected because I didn't want anything to vibrate loose, just to be on the safe side. But look how nice and clean that was, and I'll be honest with you, it was a pain in the butt trying to get that wire up and out of here. Just a little bit of patience, and you'll get it out. Now I fed it down through here where the bar is, or actually fed it up through there, excuse me, and this is where the wire comes through, on up, runs parallel to this bar, and then out through that roll cage. Now I'm going to take these wires here, and I'll zip tie those up and make sure they're out of the way of all moving parts. And now I'll connect my switch and flip them on. Okay, so I got my wires ran now, and I got my positive ran. I got my 30 amp fuse right there, and I actually put the relay right there, so it's not going to be bouncing around, and my ground wire there. So all I gotta do is mount my switch. I gotta figure out where I want my switch at, and then I'll probably put it right here by my light switch or whatever. But now that I got power, I can put this on and see what I get. Boom, lights. Nice. So now I'm gonna figure out where I want the switch, drill that in there, and we'll be back. Okay, all done with my switch installation. We're good. This was a 3/4 inch hole right here. Drill that out, notch it for the switch itself, because there's a little groove that has to slide into so it doesn't spin around on you. It sits in there nice and tight. Flip it on, I got power, lights come on. And this is what it looks like on. Nice and bright, and at nighttime I will adjust it for my distance and tighten everything up. Okay you guys, so that was the light bar installation. I'm gonna make some adjustments later and see where exactly I want it and how this works. I'll leave a description down below so you guys can actually see what light bar this is and the parts that I use. Yeah, so I'll let you know if there's any change in how this light bar works at night, and I'll be back with another review. Okay, here's the regular headlights. Then here's my floodlights. And then here is the light bar. Big difference. And this is what it looks like driving down the dirt road. As you can see, the sun has just gone down, but it definitely lights up this road really well.